For better experience, please use headphones. If you learn to be loving by your own nature, not because of somebody else or something else. If you just become love, not love somebody, then you will know the nature of love. If you love somebody, it's a fickle happening because no human being will happen 100% the way you want them. Every human being on this planet is going to disappoint you, believe me. Not because they will do something wrong, because nobody can fulfill the unrealistic expectations you have of them. It's simply not possible. Have you been able to fulfill anybody's expectation? I'm asking you. Entirely. Partially, but never entirely, isn't it? So nobody else will be able to do it. Unless you are still such a hopeless romantic, you are still waiting. That ideal person is going to come from somewhere. No, believe me, whoever comes, I want you to know. The ideal people whom you worship. When Krishna was there, his wife complained, whether it's love, or these flowers, or your lives, your success, everything. It just doesn't happen. You have to create the necessary situation for it to happen. Simply it won't happen. If you create the necessary situation, it will happen. You can't do it, yes, you cannot do love, but you can make it happen. That's why you and somebody, isn't it? If you can't make it happen, just close yourself in your house and just wait. Someday somebody will come and fall in love with me. That's not going to happen. You want to make it happen. To make it happen, you dress yourself in a certain way, speak in a certain way, you try to be sweet to people and trying to make it happen, isn't it? So you want flowers to bloom in your house, or you cultivate the land, you put the seed, you put manure water and just maintain all the conditions and wait it for it to bloom and wait for it to happen. It is not that making happen means you go there and open the birds and try to make it into flowers. Now that will fall apart. You allow it to happen by creating certain situations. But if you don't create the situation, it will not happen. If you do not create the necessary situations, the flowers will not happen in your house. Only if you create those situations, it will happen. So whether it is love, or flowers in your garden, or success in your life, or enlightenment, unless you create the necessary conditions, it won't happen. So whatever we do is not to make the flower, but to create the conditions so that flowers will happen. So whether it's flower in your garden or flowers within you, you have to create the conditions. So all we are going to do is, we have been cultivating your minds in yesterday. We started cultivating your body a little bit. We will cultivate your emotion and energy. If all these four things are properly cultivated, flowers will definitely bloom. If you don't cultivate this, it cannot blow. That's how life is with every aspect of life. You must understand, a human being is longing to be something more than what they are right now. If this finds a simple basic physical expression, we call this sexuality. Sexuality means just this: physically you are trying to make something which is not you, a part of yourself. For a few moments you may succeed. If you try this mentally, it gets labeled as greed, conquest, or maybe a simply shopping. Some people go for conquest with swords and guns. some people go with checkbooks and cash, credit card. The thing is, you want to include something which is not a part of you as yourself. That is the whole effort. Whether you want money or wealth or you want to occupy a nation, what is it? Something that is not you, you want to make it yours. Yours is an effort to make it a part of yourself. If it happens emotionally, on the emotional level, if you try this, we call this a love affair. You are trying to make somebody who is not a part of you, a part of yourself, emotionally. This is a love affair. If you do it consciously, we call this yoga. Yoga means union. So all these efforts are fine. Everything has its own beauty but has its own limitations. When you understand the limitations of all the other methods, nothing right or wrong about it. It is just that it will work briefly. It will not work for always. When you realize that you are consciously trying to include, when you consciously become an inclusive process, if you sit here, if you experience everything as yourself, then we say you are a yogi. So this is a love affair successful. So because you are looking at love as something that comes to you, or you yield to the process of love. Only because you appreciate a partial quality, a shape of somebody's nose, or the shape of their mind, or their thought, or their emotion, or the way they speak, or the way they do things, or the way they relate to you. Something. There are many things. If they do something that is not acceptable to you, love crumbles. Now what I am saying is, whether love happens to you, or hate happens to you, anger happens to you, misery happens to you, joy happens to you, it only happens within you, isn't it? People say love is in the air. No. Because you are feeling very pleasant in your emotions, suddenly air feels vibrant. It always been you missed it all your life. Now you are beginning to feel it. So, whatever human experience, love or hate, happens only within you. What I am saying is, at least what happens within you must happen by your choice. Consciously, you must be able to make it happen. If your experience of what is happening within you is happening by choice, what is the problem? It only happens within you. Love is not a relationship. A relationship is a different thing. Love is a certain sweetness of your emotion. Whether you look at a tree, or a dog, or a man, or a woman, or a child, or just the sky. Why can't you look at it lovingly? Because it's not about loving the sky. It's about the sweetness of your emotion. If your emotions are sweet, whatever you look at, you will look at it in a certain way. Right now you have a nasty emotion, whatever you look at it in a different way. So you always associated love with somebody. No. This is not about somebody. Love is not something that you do. It is something that you can become. If you are willing, you can become love. You can make your emotion into a very sweet space. If you make your body very pleasant, it can be a great pleasure just sitting here and breathing. This is what you sit. I will show you millions of people if they close their eyes. Tears of ecstasy will just drip. Nothing, simply close your eyes. Ecstatic, they are bursting every cell in their body. Because body has become so pleasant. If your mind become pleasant, we say this is joy. If your emotions become pleasant, we say this is love. If your very life energies become pleasant, we say this blissfulness. This is ecstasy. If your surroundings become pleasant, we call that success. Now you are calling your success with somebody as love. That's a mistake. You have a success story with somebody, that is, you have created pleasantness in the atmosphere. If your surrounding become pleasant, we call that success. Now you are calling your success with somebody as love. That's a mistake. You have the success story with somebody, that is, you have created pleasantness in the atmosphere between you and, let's say, 5 10 people around you. You are calling that love. No, that is actually success. Because that needs lots of management. But for you to be loving, there is no management. If you just make your emotions sweet, your emotions are sweet and it is beautiful, be like this. It's not about anybody. If somebody comes, we can share it. If you tell me I'm in love with the people, I wouldn't feel it's a good thing. I feel you're lowering the whole thing. I'm not in love. Because love is still a kind of transaction. This is at a dimension of inclusiveness. Actually, in my experience, there is nobody else in this planet. Nobody else in this existence. It's just me. In my experience, I don't see myself and somebody else. I just see myself. So this is not even devotion, this is not even love, this is just inclusiveness. And this is not my idea, this is not my philosophy. If you do not constipate your consciousness by being identified with limited things, like your own body, your own mind, your own culture, your own religion, your own family, your own whatever, if you, your own species for that matter, if you do not concentrate your consciousness with that kind of limitations, the existence is all inclusive. Well, science can prove it to you today.